Always have fingerprints on everything. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Good morning. Hola, chica. Whew. All right. So, yesterday, I cannot wait to show you this tester bag. I don't know when it's going to be live. There was a lot of mistakes I made, but I honestly can say it was one of the best bags I've ever made. Not like technical skills. I used of really cool sublimation. I made a patch from sublimation, and I'm trying to like I made some really cool patches, and I had so much fun creating the bag from just the pattern to trying to see it how I wanted it. My vision was to have, like I told you guys yesterday, when you start in the Marine Corps, Army, or whatever, they usually give you a duffel bag so you could put your uniforms in and stuff like that. I wanted this to be a bag for a person that was joining the rebellion. I know that sounds so silly, but I just thought this would, like, oh, you joined the rebellion, or you joined the alliance, here's your bag. This is your uniform, because they do have uniforms, so it automatically made me think of, like, military structure. They usually have uniforms for different ranks and different levels, so I wanted to have a bag. And immediately when I think of bags, I think of like my brother's bag, family members, and they would have like really cool patches and stuff. So I did that. I used muslin and really like earth tone color waterproof canvases. uh I really like the bag. Like, I like the concept of the bag. I think normally when I do luggage, people expect it to be like HP or Doctor Who, because that's what my go-to is. I love brown colors, vinyls, and I always like to find unique ones, and I like to turn it into luggage. It's just what I need to do. So I went out of my comfort zone. I was absolutely miserable. I was so frustrated in so many different parts, and I just didn't want to give up. I didn't. So all I have to do today is make the adjustable strap, and that's it. But I didn't give up, and I'm really happy and proud of myself. It took me a while from the time that we got off until 10 minutes 10 minutes before my husband came in, so, like, almost 6 o'clock in the evening. It took me that long to, like, do it from start to beginning, but it came out nice. It came out really, really nice. So, I'm, like, really excited about it. Today, I'm going to be making the bookish tote, and then if I can finish it fast enough like I think it does, 'cause there's not a lot of components, there's not hardware to go with it, I'm going to film it so that we can have it for Friday. The materials I have for that, I'm gonna be using some black, waterproof canvas, and I did not know that, Emmeline bag has denier, so I got her 400 denier, nylon, so I'm gonna have this on the inside, and I'm going to be using a patch. I'm really into patches right now, so we just are gonna roll with it. So I have a Battlestar Galactica, and it's gonna go on the outside of this. Um, I try to have like different things so that way when people come to my booth, they'll be like, "Oh my God, there's this, there's Firefly, there's Buffy, there's, you know, stuff for a little bit of everybody." So I'm kind of excited to do this pattern because it's a lighter. It's not something that's heavily where you're, like, binding or birthing something that is with foam and Decaville light. It's just very basic materials. There's no hardware except a magnetic snap. So I'm really excited about doing that. I love like these little palette cleansers, and that's exactly what I need right now. So I'm hoping I can get that done um, after I have my captain, not my captain's log, my Patreon. Me and Patreon, we're going to we're talking about the bags we're going to modify, and like what's level up classes and everything today. And I have all my Excel spreadsheets for the people. There's 3 levels of my Patreon. There's the bobbins, there are the thimbles, and there are the seam rippers. And the top level, the bobbins, once a month I raffle to spin like one-on-one conversations with you, whether we're sewing or just shooting the hay, just having fun, or just talking about things that you like to see, like you want to know from me, like on Etsy or on Comic Cons or selling to people or just anything you want to talk to me about. It's like a one-on-one, and I always love those because that's how I got to meet all these really awesome people, and I talk to on a daily or at least a weekly, and it's really cool. So I'm going to be doing today at 10 o'clock. And I'm really excited about that. I love talking to Patreon because it's like it's like hanging with your friends at work around the water cooler. Like you're just having a good old time. So there's that. And then, oh, I forgot to mention yesterday that the retreat for the Aries for North Carolina, it's open now to the public. I put the link in the bio, and I don't know if I can add. Can I add a link? No. Yeah, I gotta, the link is in the bio. Sandra, can you add the link if you're able to? Where you can pay a deposit. It's June of next year, and there's different like levels. Like if you want to be a roommate with someone, if you can want to get your own room, all this other stuff, all the information to that is on that website, and it's going to be fun because we're going to do edge painting together. We're going to do some applique or magnetic hardware. There's going to be industrials, there's domestics, and there'll be like little palette cleansers, little field trips for us and everything. And I'm really excited about doing it because I had a lot of fun last time. Um, Detachable flaps. I had a lot of fun last time, and I'm like already excited to go this time. I know the notifications for Facebook is so weird. Sometimes like I notice like Asaya, I got a notification for her yesterday when she went live, like 20 minutes before she was ending it, and she was on it for like an hour and some change. I'm like, "What is going on with, with YouTube not giving notifications?" Good morning, everybody. The crew is here. Yeah, I just like you I don't know why it sounds so I just like when I get really when I see a pattern, my mind automatically goes into what I think it would be good for, and it's like puzzle pieces, like putting them together. I wish there was a way I could project my thoughts because I feel like I never get to say exactly what I'm feeling, but the way my brain works is kind of like a puzzle. And I get really excited when like something like kind of like the Barbie sling from the Simplistic sling. I was so excited, not only because I got to do sublimation on cork, but because I learned that cork shrinks under high amount of heat. Not crack, but literally shrinks like that. I'm gonna have to play a little bit more around with that because I had no idea. Because now it makes me wonder if someone puts their cork, I don't know, bag in the sun, can a panel shrink? Um, so I don't know. It was just a really the bag came out exactly how I wanted it to. Yes. Okay. Let me know how the polyester fabric went. I did sublimate everything on. I did cotton on some things. I had the masking. I and I didn't bring it. So what I have is HTV Ront. They have the masking tape and the paper that you print on, and it's really simple. You just have to make sure it's not in reverse, and then you put the masking tape, and there's two different kinds you can get. There's one that's a matte and one that's a glossy. I got the glossy. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm probably gonna be more a fan of a matte than a glossy, especially because like, the things I'm doing, it like, you don't want your Games of Thrones patch or your art to be glossy. It's Games of Thrones, it's rustic and rugged, so matte. So, and it I was, like, thrown off for, like, 20 minutes, like, about how cool it was to do this. You can get the masking stuff, even at Michael's. I ran out of the glossy one, so I went to go look, and I was like, "Oh, 1 day shipping for Amazon," and it was like, "Michael's has it. It could be ready to be picked up right now on it's an aisle blah, 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 or you can have it, curbside in 2 hours." I was like, "Shut up." That is so freaking cool. So Michaels has it. Michaels has been one of my little saving graces of this past year. Not only do they have different Camelot fabric than Joann's and Hobby Lobbies. So if you're into like Marvel, Star Wars, anything that Camelot, anything that Disney does fabric wise, Michaels has like a different brand. It's still Camelot, but like a different line than the other 2 carry. It's really weird. I did not know they're like and they're a good competitor. So if you have a silhouette, Cameo, a Sizer, whatever, they hold all the stuff like blades, everything in Michaels. So I've been going to Michaels a whole lot more than Joann's lately because 1, they always have things in stock. 2, their computer system reflects better. I don't know what it is with my Joann's or any Joann's I've ever been to, but, like, I'll go to a Joann's because they'll say they have 2 yards of, like, Disney had a Satine collection, and a particular one that I liked was the Beauty and the Beast. They would say they would have it. I'll go to the store and they're like, "Oh, it must be misplaced or it been sold. Our computers are not registering. You can call us back tomorrow." And this was like a recurring theme. Michaels is not like that. Once a product is sold, it's sold. And their staff is really good about putting things back into where the places belong. So Michaels has been my saving grace. But yes, that was a sublimation game changer. Don't get me wrong. I still also like the fact that I'm able to sublimate onto I sublimate on waterproof canvas and I haven't had any issues yet. So and cork, I've sublimated on cork. But yes, getting some blanks would be good. I'm gonna get some blanks for keychains, for thank you gifts, for like smaller gifts, like when I'm people are buying wallets or something. I'm gonna make some really cool That's a Nova keychains, and I am trying to come up with some really cute t-shirts for 2023 for Patreon. Like my friend Christina helped me out last time, but now that I have like the sublimation machine, I have like some crazy ideas for some cool t-shirts. The t-shirts before would just say like the bobbins, the seam rippers, or the thimbles, and it had 23 in the back because it was for the beginning of this year. So I'm already thinking of the beginning of next year. Good morning. Ooh. No, but Lynette, that's the fun part, talking a lot while you're sewing, because the thing is that we're usually most likely either watching someone on watching TV, watching a YouTube, or we're doing something where, we're not we're not communicating with people. So I think, like, having someone in person sewing is, like, fun because it's another person that likes to sew, and also, I think it's cute. My friend in California, they have, like, sewing circles through their sewing guild, so, like, once a week, they do, like, a Zoom, and it's like a 30-minute or an hour Zoom, and, like, you can sew whatever you want, but everyone's sewing and just talking, or they're talking about what they just watched on TV, and they're all doing it, and it's just to keep people, like, active in the community and to talk to other members, and it's supposed to be encouraging, to develop new friendships within the sewing community, so that way you can help teach others. Oh. Oh, you're taking your babies to get groomed? Oh, yeah, Loki likes the groomers, Loki's a really interesting puppy because, like, they never actually try I've never had anyone ever try to put a muzzle or anything on him because, like, he's generally just, like, wagging his tail and then his whole body, but Roxy has to be, like, muzzled dang near, like, handcuffed. She doesn't like anyone touching her, which is really weird because She lets me paint her nails. She lets me put my fingers between her paws and her bed. I can go inside this girl's mouth. She just doesn't like other people. If you're not in the part of this family, she just won't like you. It's That's how she is. Loki, on the other hand, he likes everything and anyone and everyone. Like yesterday, I was taking pictures of the bag out on my deck, and my neighbor Misu, she is she feeds Loki like pumpkins. Like she grows pumpkins in her backyard, and like she'll just sit there and talk to her Loki in her foreign language. And I like stumbled upon on it, and I'm like, "Hey, Misu," and she's like, "Hi, Nova, how are you?" And like Loki's just wagging his tail, eating pumpkins through the fence. So he's just everyone that meets him just like gravitates to him because you could just tell like he's just his biggest issue is he doesn't know he's big. That's it. So that's his biggest issue, and it's something I'm constantly trying to work on about like not jumping on people. He doesn't know he's big. He sits on my son's lap. Like, so my son's playing video games on the couch and he wants to cuddle with Ken Ken. He'll just sit on his lap like he's a chihuahua, and you're just like, okay. And you just hear my son go oof out of nowhere because that's his place to sit. And he does the same thing to Faith all the time. Hope is straight attacks him. Hope and him like wrestle like they're puppies. Oh, you're not. Hold on. Doop doop doo doo. Here. There you go. There you go, Sandra. I don't know when it depends on when they're gonna have the some bag designers are fast. Some tests they'll have us test a bag and they have a set date for like 3 weeks from the date we start testing. Some designers I have bags that I have tested last year that are not going to even be shown until September. So, which sucks for me sometimes because one, I want to share it. Two, I just want to share it, but I'm not too sure when this designer is going to have it available for people. I'm hoping September. Um, I have no idea. Yes, I made that bag. I made two. Um, my days to share my bags is Friday and Saturday, so you'll see one on Friday and one on Saturday. They're it's a very nice bag. You like it. It's Erica. She makes things super classy. She definitely wins out of all pattern designers. I've seen the most unique pattern shapes. I don't know what goes through this person's head. Like Erica, I want to just like sit in her brain for a little while because because her hair has had pattern pieces that look like t-shirts. Um and I remember when I cut it, I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Like, um, so she definitely gets points for having the most unique pattern pieces. If you purchase the pattern and when you print out the flap, you're gonna giggle. You're gonna be like, I know why Shinova turned red, and I know I said if there was an award ceremony, Erica would definitely win for the most unusual pattern pieces. And it comes together like you remember those little things that we used to play with when we were kids, like spell your name Nova, and like you pick it comes together like these little origami things like none other. I just to this point when I test for her, I just trust the process because every time I print things out and I'm cutting them out, I'm just like, I don't know how this is even gonna come together, but she does it every time. So it is a very nice bag. Has a slip pocket, has a zipper pocket. It is super domestic machine friendly. You're going to see a lot of different testers for with different products. My first one was upholstery, um, like upholstery cotton, I guess. The faux towel fur one I showed you. I guess it's faux fur because it does feel like it has hair on it. Yes, please. Thank you. Um, I no, I see you, Loki. I know. Oh God, I see you. You're okay. You're the cutest puppy in the world. There's no other puppy cuter than you. Okay, you're gonna go with Fifi. You gonna go with Fifi? No, you gotta go with Fifi. Oh, you're so sheepy. I'm on a live though, Pop Pop. You're like, There's Fifi. He's like, wait, she's scratching me behind my ear. So it's a crossbody. You can either wear it as you can make it either or both. It's only two extra pieces of hardware to change it to. My first one's a crossbody, and my second one's a crossbody backpack. The second one I made with suede and chrome tam leather. Oh no, that sucks. Well, you know what's weird? I just found out that my Joann's is different from a lot of places. It's called like I forgot. It's called something else. Somebody was telling me about it. It's like a vision store, or it's called a creator maker or something. And there's only like 60 of them in the country, and I had no idea that mine's was it. But like they changed like 3 years ago, and ever since it's changed, I've not been a fan of the new Joann's. Yes, they do have like a lot of cool stuff. Like they'll have the Dido like class, and they have like different things like sizer there and everything. But it's just like if it looks like the fabric section like literally went from 50% of the store to being like 20. Oh, you got to make sure you take it easy, Julie. Don't tweak anything. Let's see. Thank you guys. Yeah, like Lynette said, Julie, take pace yourself, let your body heal, and don't go full steam ahead. I know it's hard because like you're like, yes, I am free. You have I want to break free playing in your head, and you're just like, yes. But that's when you have to be like, wait, I'm gonna do maybe one, two. Do I need to stretch the wrist? Do I need to ice it? Do I need to put on the sleeve? Good morning. Let's see. Oh my god, I get something that small, I would freak out about because like my house, like everybody is like baby mini Hulks here. Like we are not gentle. We are not gentle. And I blame my kids not being gentle because of me because I am a rough houser. So, I'm that person that will like play body slamming with my kids. I don't know what's wrong with me, but so like a little tiny puppy, I don't think will do very well in this environment because um we're roughhousing people. Like Hope, like if I had a body cam on Hope, you'll be like, what the hell? She needs to be in football. Like she'll just see Loki and they'll have like this standoff. One of her eyebrows will cock, and then all of a sudden you see her running low to the ground trying to tackle Loki. And like Loki's playing with her, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't think we can ever have everyone in this house likes to roughhouse except Kendall. He's the pearl clutcher. It's just he's yeah. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's like Loki's my favorite person. If I could bring him places like Scooby Doo, I would. Yep, I got my coffee order in. Faith is really good at it. So like Kendall got this coffee. It has like this death note thing on it, but I don't know the name of the coffee, but it's like having 2 cups of espresso, and I feel really good afterwards. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, but the thing is that Loki's been around small dogs. The only thing again is because he doesn't know he's big. Like he uses his paws for everything. Like I think the dog can open the doors with his paws and his dew claws. Oh my god, you don't know how many times I have to file those bad boys down. Like they grow freakishly long, and he'll like when he'll see a puppy at a park, like he'll try to pet it, or we call it blessing because he's always using his paws, and he doesn't know how big he is. So I'm always trying to like I have his like his harness trying to pull him back not to mess with smaller dogs because he wants to play, and I'm like they can't play like you play. He doesn't get that, because he's a puppy. Oh yeah. I miss puppies though. I want a puppy King Corso so bad. And Kindle's like, Loki's too. I'm like, I'm not saying to replace them. I just like puppies. Except their razor sharp teeth. Why? I know they have it to protect them, but that is like the worst bite. Like, I'd rather get bit by a full grown dog than a puppy. Those teeth, they'll just pierce your skin and you're just like, oh my God, what has happened? Uh, oh no, see, no. Oh no. There's pictures of us trying to carry Loki and Roxy, and it stops like at 4, like like 2 months. Like, Loki was hilarious because like Hope, Hope was like 11 when we got Loki, and so she was no 10 turning 11. So she thought if she would hold him and like do workouts with him around the coffee table every day that she would be able to hold him as he got older. Yeah, when he turned 3 months, she was no longer able to hold him. Yeah, they're so tiny. That's so tiny. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, that's how you have well, Loki is big. Like Misu was laughing because I guess she didn't know. Because okay, our wooden gates are like I think 8 or 10 feet. So like she didn't know how like only got to see him through like 1 inch cracks, like cutting him slices, and she like sings and then just talks to him. And I guess like it doesn't bug me like that she feeds him. I get to me, I feel like dogs are therapeutic, right? So in my head, I don't think people are out to do like malicious things. So the dog's next door to us. I don't know his name, and like Kendall's probably gonna hop on here and say it, but Jim is our next door neighbor on the other side of us, and he has a dog that looks like Lassie. So gorgeous, the most well-mannered puppy you have ever seen. Like I didn't even know he lived there. Like, he is so sweet, so kind, so gentle, and he loves just looking out the window. That's, like, his favorite pastime. And so Miso, stays there with her daughter and her 2 grandchildren, and they're always out of the house, and so I've heard her talk to Loki, and it doesn't, whatever. So when I was out there, she didn't know how tall he was until he stood up next to me. Like Loki is like my height and I'm 5'9". So like she was like, "Whoa." And I'm like, "He's considered small for his two breeds." He's taller than a Cane Corso, but he's not as tall as a Great Dane. And that's what Kendall wanted. Kendall wanted a Great Dane. I like Cane Corsos. I just think they look like oversized pit bulls, and I love pit bulls. I never actually owned one, but I've taken care of so many of them. I think they're really gentle. I believe that they're a representation of their owner. That is the one dog I can say that if the dog is mean, most likely it's a representation of the person who's breeding it. Um, like, I don't know, but I am afraid of chihuahuas. I don't know what it is about me and chihuahuas. It could be because I had a boyfriend that had like their parents would breed them and they just did not like me. They were like, "Yeah, let's bite the heck out of Shinova's ankles." And yeah, I was like 16 though. I should get over it, but it was terrifying running away from a chihuahua. Yeah, and they have it on tape. Like Oh. Oh, I think service dogs are so like so vital. I was watching this video on the service dog like for people that have like seizures and stuff like that, and they were training it, but like I guess an incident really happened during the training, and the dog got the medication out of the bag. The dog went and found somebody else and like to bring him over. The dog laid down so the next to the owner. It was just like amazing what these animals can sense with us. So it's pretty crazy. Frenchies are super cute as babies. They're so cute. I think all puppies are like, I honestly think you can kidnap any of my kids if you brought puppies around. Like, that's how much our family loves dogs. Like, if there's a puppy, like my kids they lose their ever loving mind. And I'm like, they don't need to bring candy. They just need to bring a puppy and you would go into the white creepy van. I mean, I don't know. Yes. Oh, Willow's such a great name. Yeah, Loki will lick you to death. And he doesn't have like a soft tongue. It feels like sandpaper ripping off your skin. It's not the best, but because you know that them licking you is like it's endorphins. It helps relax them and stuff. Oh my God. Okay, get your puppy. You don't think Frenchies are cute? They are so cute as I don't know a puppy that's ugly as a puppy. Even the world's ugliest dog, I find oddly cute. I don't know why. It's so ugly, it's cute. Is that not a thing for other people? Like, oh, like if a dog looked like Gizmo or something, I'll be like, "Oh, you're super ugly, but you're so cute because you're so ugly." That's a thing for me. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's some weird looking dogs, but I find them really distinctive and cool. I know. I know Frenchies do have a lot of problems naturally. Unfortunately, a lot of some of these bad breeders, like the how we got Roxy. Roxy's mom was a fight dog. She was a Rockwilder. Rockwilders out here in Maryland. Rockwilders, pit bulls, cane corsos. They're all about fight dogs out here. So and they breed. But we don't know what Roxy's other half is. But she's amazing. She she's amazing. She is mama number 2 in the house for sure. But that is Kendall's kid. Like the son and like if Kendall was to come home right now, you would hear this dog bark nonstop until he sets foot into this door. It's crazy. Oh no, they're fun as puppies. Okay, I love them as puppies. Like yes, it's the potty training thing, but I'm really freakishly good at potty training and weird tricks. I don't know why. I don't know. Yes, a rescue would be awesome. Always try to rescue. Yeah, I mean, they're cute. I mean, they're babies. I don't know. First of all, I don't think the world deserves puppies at all or dogs. Like we are not worthy of them. They're amazing animals. And I don't know. Even if I'm allergic to them, I would have that one. I think cats are very intriguing people kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I respect cats. I don't want one. Kendall has had a cat before. I'm allergic to cat dander. So I don't have one, but I feel like they don't need me. So therefore it's like whatever. Hope wants to have like either a hamster or a turtle, and Kendall's already vetoed that. So, I'm not down for any reptiles. I'm afraid of them, most of them. So puppies it is. Oh my god, yeah. I would so raise it. I don't know. You know what? I probably could. Okay, so I'm a person that I don't think I could foster. I would have to adopt because once I become attached to something, it'll be very virtually impossible for me to let go. That's why I always think that like surrogate moms and like people that do foster people and animals are the most wonderful people in the world because I don't know how they do it. I get attached and I would be in counseling for the rest of my life because that person or that animal's no longer with me. I get attached way too easily. And to have that mindset, like, I'm going to love you and I'm going to love you hard. And when it's time to let you go, I'm going to love you enough to let you go is a skill set I do not possess, and I think it is the greatest gift you can give. I know a lot of families that foster dogs. I know families that foster kids. My grandmother, my mom's mom, was like that. She had adoptive kids and she had foster kids, and she had 10 biological children. She was the woman of the church, and she loved to love. I did not inherit that, unfortunately. I get attached real easily. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're a good person, Shannon, though. That is so awesome that you're taking care of it. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only person to say I would suck at fostering. Like, I would be like, "Oh, I'm that person with a million puppies." It's so hard. Good morning from Arnetta. Yes, it's so hard. It's much cooler in DC. It's cooler out here too. Thank you. Come on, fall. I'm done with summer. I'm done. Um, Yeah, that's really, really hard. Because there's only one person I know out here that will try to will foster them together, but if people get the kittens and not the mama cat, I don't know how that works. Freeze. Okay, you sound. My friend Carrie was like, Shinova, it's 112 degrees in Arizona today, and I'm like, sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Oh, we complain, but in fairness, DC and Maryland, we complain when it's like 95 degrees. It's because of the humidity. It's not that it's 95 degrees. It is just the last day that was really, really hot. It felt like somebody was like, here's a wet wash hot wash rag. And you walked outside and you're like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. There's only so much an AC can do. Like cool down my sweat. I don't know. It's just I knew it was bad because the Slurpee machines at 7-Eleven kept getting out of order because everybody was going because it was so freaking hot that day. But yeah, yesterday felt pretty nice, and today I heard it was gonna be cooler, so I'm here for the cooler weather. Ugh. I don't know. I don't do heat. Like I am a person during fall, you'll be like, well, Shinova's at another apple place. Shinova's at a pumpkin thing. Shinova's at farmer's market. Shinova. I like cool weather. I will walk around all day long. I love looking at foliage. I like let's go on a hike. Let's go to a haunted mansion thing. Let's do stuff. But as soon as it's hot, it's like I will see you in 90 days. I will see you. And also my allergies just suck in the summer. If they just I don't know. And this summer's been exceptional with the smoke, pollution, all that. Whew. Yes. Ooh, I'm not gonna even lie. I wanted to live in Alaska and Kendall said no. I said Boston. I gave him Boston, Maine, Vermont, and Alaska, and he vetoed all of them. I love cooler weather. I don't think my body's gonna like it when I get older because I have like significant injuries that I could tell. Like I'll be like, my elbow hurts. There's a storm coming. Kendall, he's like, really, Chanel? um, I don't know how I chipped my elbow, but I did like 3 years ago. I don't remember the story behind it, but whenever a thunderstorm comes, I can feel it in my elbow. And he's like, it's not gonna that feeling's not gonna get better. You do know that? I'm like, it's like the weather without looking at the news. It's pretty awesome. Faith, what did you do? That was her. I'm telling you, baby little Truckosaurus. She just, I don't understand. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait, what? What business doesn't have their AC on in Florida? They do not want business. I feel like that's what they're saying. I don't want business. Don't come in here. It's they probably have like reptiles in their bathroom toilets too. Then because of that, I'm just saying. What is up with the reptile? Like, my friend was like, "Yeah, I tried to pull over on the way to Orlando because we got a flat, and I got out and I went into the back of my car. I got the jack. I was getting everything. And all of a sudden, here she just whoop whoop, get back into your car, ma'am." And like they're pointing to the signs about like alligators or crocodiles or whatever, some some amphibian and a reptile like that come out and they wait and I'm like, what? So what? It's to the point now, like when I hear things on the news, I'll be like, did it happen in Florida? You know Florida, you know who you are. You're the state that everyone looks at like when weird stuff happens with animals. Like you guys have like free to kill anacondas, like in like boa constrictors. That is just a very weird thing. Like, yeah, we're overpopulated. Just kill them. Just kill them. Or like my cousin who had like this big boa constrictor in her backyard, and it took like animal control like 8 hours to get there because there's so many animal control calls. Like that is You guys need to vote for whoever can work on animal control for you guys. That's that and you guys have the death penalty, like, you can't do anything, and that's a very serious state to do anything, okay? And animal control. Focus on that. Whoever can promise that and make that come to fruition for you guys, that's who you vote for, Florida. Because every time. Just for a couple of years. Yeah, I found out Rosie Stitching Cold, she's in Alaska, and I got to meet her at So Magical, Texas. She was hilarious, first of all. Second, she's lived there for like almost all her life, and she like loves it and doesn't love it. It's like very interesting to hear her perspective. I learned about moose nuggets that trip. I had no idea what that was until we were eating dinner. Thanks, Rosie. Oh, I know. Kendall loves that heat. I'll be like, damn. But then he'll be the first one. He'll be in the yard and be like, man, it's so hot. I'll be like, it's hotter in Louisiana. Oh, Siberian Huskies are gorgeous. They are very vocal dogs. See, yeah, I'm hoping that I don't have any ramifications with menopause whenever I do go through it. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how I would feel about like I'm out in the backyard. I'm like, there's a bonfire, and oh, there's a moose walking across. Like, I don't know how comfortable I am with that. I'm like kind of terrified of them. Or bears. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, we were by the fish and we seen the bears trying to eat the salmon. I'm like, what? I've seen Cocaine Bear. This can't end well. Okay. Oh yeah. No, yeah, Florida, right? You don't mess around. That's the one. Like anytime any of my friends,
I'm trying to balance it.
it's like spilling on this. It's cool though.
Come on, Loki.
I know, Papa. I see you. Who's a big boy? Go with Fifi. Go get your snuggle buddy done. No, you can't drink coffee. You got to stop, man. Don't. If you're ever at my house, do not leave your coffee mug because Loki likes coffee.
We're talking about cocaine bear caffeine.
Cocaine and caffeine are not the same thing, though. That's like two different. You have to watch Cocaine Bear. Don't. You can't talk about the movie unless you watched it or read the book. No, no, Christine. No, no snakes. I am like petrified. Like I used no, mm-mm. Yeah, like Hope wanted she was Hope was watching this documentary about how like people smuggle in snakes in the state that they go to smuggle in is Florida. And she's like, everything always happens in Florida. I'm like, and they have the death penalty. And they have open range on you can just kill like I've never seen like normally you have to get like licenses to kill all these things, and they're like, no, if you see a python or anaconda, and especially a black mamba, kill that right there. It's yours, fair game. So like I'm just that it's a lot. It's a lot because I was talking to one of the people that in Georgia who get leather, and they were like talking about snake skins, and they're like, "Yeah, they all come from Florida." I'm like, what? Yeah, Florida. Florida's crazy. It is for I think Florida is one of those magical places like what I think of New York and California. Me being a California girl, like the most crazy situations happen in California, but people don't like leave from it. There'll be like this raging fire that destroys a bazillion acres, and you'll still people like live there. You'll see people like build houses on areas that have been known for landslides, and you still do it. There are some weird little animals in like we have the Krugers, the mountain lions, all that stuff, rattlesnakes bites. Like you, it's just like weird stuff happens there, but people still live there, and that's how I think of Florida. Except I think Florida is way more stricter than New York and California, and their laws are like I, they're just strict. It's a very interesting state. It just the smuggling thing for animals alone is very interesting. And again, they're the only place I know. There, most states have some kind of amusement park, but the fact that all of their amusement parks have snake handlers, not people that handle snakes to show people, but people to go around the park and pick up snakes. That is a no one else is thrown off about that because I think that is like a weird like what do you want to do? I could pick up snakes and put them in bags. It's cool. Happiest place on earth. You're like the crazy squirrel. Yeah, that's Faith. Yeah, that's Faith. Yeah, she was bringing me coffee that that spilled all over every edge. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Arnetta, because here's the thing, Arnetta, people wanted to pretend that this state didn't have bears. Now bears are coming out of the woodworks, and then there's footage of like 3, 4, or 5 years ago. And I kept telling Kendall, my dad goes on walks, and right by Target, my dad said there's like 6 caves. And my dad is that person to be like, what is this? Like it just goes in. We're not, we and him are not vibing on that because I'll be like, "Yeah, it's a cave. I don't know what you want from me. You want a flashlight? Because I'm not going in there. Matter of fact, text me or do a smoke signal or something that you need help because I'm not going in there. I will call 911 for you. And he was like, no, no, it's normal to have bears. And I'm like, no, they're saying that there's no bears out here unless you go up to um like further up into Maryland. But nope, like the guy from North Carolina was like anywhere by the Blue Ridge Mountains, there's bears. I was like, you know what? You make sense. Okay. Oh, that's so sad. I don't want to see a bear dead. Like I'm petrified of them, but I don't want to see an animal dead. Like I'm petrified of bears. Like they can climb trees. Like my whole thing is that this is the reason why I don't like snakes either. See, like if like an alligator or a crocodile was coming after me, they can't just like climb up a tree. Like I'm a really good tree climber. That's always been a skill set that I have. It's a skill set I still have. If I see a tree, I'm tempted to climb it. It's just like something I like to do. But bears climb trees and snakes can wrap themselves and slither up on it. And I'm like, this is where me in Florida would not. I'm good. Yeah, Miami Vice. Yeah. Oh, Shih Tzu and Mini Poodle. How cute. Yeah, all the water's access for the smugglers there. Very true. Nope, exotic snakes, hard pass. Like, I want to know, I really want to talk to the person. Like, I wish I was a cop for like 6 seconds, maybe 60 minutes. And I want to be one of those cops that break the rules and like just hit someone. I know that sounds wrong, but listen, hear me out. Someone brings smuggles black mambas. Black mambas are the fastest snakes in the world. You cannot outrun it. Let me give you an idea. If you got on the back of a truck, the snake can slither faster than it before it can get even 1 mile. And it has a nice big jump coil thing. Like it is the fastest snake we have. So you grab this snake and it's an aggressive. It's not like, oh, if you leave it alone, it won't bite you. No, no, no. It's a very aggressive snake. And then its venom kills you within less than 15 minutes. What possessed you to go, well, let me get this snake, smuggle it to Florida. Oh shit, we almost got caught. Let these snakes go, and they bred. These things were in Africa. They weren't here in the US. And now they are because someone thought it was a brilliant idea to because someone wanted it in their collection. What? Why? Why did you think this was smart? Like there was no cobras out here. There's people that are smuggling things in that this does not belong in this ecosystem and you're messing things up. Like that is terrifying. That is absolutely that's why I told when I'm walking, I am not even playing. When I was walking out of the expo, to the car to the thing. I was like, if I see a snake, I'm going to pass out. And I was literally telling Monica in this, and as like three geckos passed me, and they're like, yeah, I know, it's just something that you get used to out here. And it's kind of like when I was in Arizona, I lived in an area that had high scorpions. So like whenever we put on our shoes, we would bang them out to make sure that we didn't put them in there. And my mom, she would freak out when she would visit me. She's like, this is not normal. And I'm like, it becomes normal to you when you live in the situation, and abnormal to people that don't. And I get that. But still, I like Black Mamba. The more you learn about it, you're just like, okay, why would you bring that? What made you like the guy? Even if the guy said, I'm giving you $1 million, you didn't think, what if this thing gets out? Like, what? Matter of fact, what if it attacks me while I'm smuggling it? The anti venom is like nearly impossible to get. So I'm just saying. Yes, I seen the So Yours. I don't do Castile and carries. Um, I'm weird about gun laws, so I won't be on a political thing. But if you're a person of color and you have a weapon on you, you're most likely to get shot than any other nationality. So I don't do bags that have it or do that because I just don't. They look really pretty. Um, She is a really talented pattern designer. I have done the itty bitty bowler bag so many times. It's very unique, and she has unique pattern pieces. Gorgeous bag, but because it's a conceal and carry, I can't purchase the pattern. Just it's just something I don't do. I believe in people having the right to bear arms. Just something out of stats in the United States that make me, you got to stand for something or you fall for everything kind of thing. What? Your husband tried to get one during hunting season? Wait, a bear or a snake? I'm so confused. Elaborate, please. Mm. They have some weird poisonous plant too. I was reading this article about different. I didn't know. Do you know morning glories can be deadly to an animal? Like if they eat it? I had no idea that that was even a thing. Like the ones that open up in the morning and close. Yeah. I'm just saying, oh, Florida has a lot of cool stuff. Like some of the best food I've ever ate. The people are really nice. It just feels like a special light bulb was placed on inside the world, and it's so bright, it's so vivid. I love the energy of Florida. I even like going to like their just like their fast food joints. It's amazing. It's just the animal population stuff that freaks me out. That's it. I think other than that, I think Florida will be an amazing place to live. I'm cool with the hurricanes. I mean, we get a little bit of hurricanes out here, and I don't know, thunderstorms and stuff like. I'm not. It doesn't even phase me. But like when I lived in California, I was petrified of thunderstorms, and now I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday, so it's thundering and lightning. So, oh, another tornado warning. It's Wednesday, so you get used to it. In California, I would have been like, oh my god, we're all gonna die. I seen the Pangea effect. We're on a faulty line. We're going to be sunk. So, oh, Kendall was all about. I shoot. Kendall likes to shoot, like was able to shoot snakes with bow and arrow, and he loves to talk about it. So if he ever gets on here, one of you guys mention it, he'll talk about it. I mean, if we're in apocalypse, I guess I'll be happy, but we don't own any archery stuff, so I guess I would have to like break into a Dick's or something. I don't know. Yeah, so many plants are so poisonous to dogs. Um, and Loki is addicted to pumpkins. Like Loki's, and not only is he addicted to the fruit itself, but he's addicted to the plant. Like as soon as it grows, he eats it. And like the dog, the vet was like, he's fine. It actually is really good for the digestive system. And I'm just like, what? If he's like a hound dog when it comes down to pumpkins. And I'm like, my neighbor loves to grow pumpkins and squash and stuff. I'm not mad because then she sends me over a whole bunch of squash and like things like that. I'm like, yay. I love summer rain. Everyone always gets mad at me at this, but there's nothing like a summer rain because normal, when it rains fall, winter, or spring, it usually brings the cold. Summer, it's hot, right? So we'll get a little bit of reprieve out here, like it'll drop a couple degrees. It just feels like magical. There's nothing like a summer rain because as soon as the storm goes, everything dries up, right? And I will like dance, have fun in rain in the summertime. It's like I'm not gonna get sick. So summer rain is magical to me. That's the best thing you can get for summer out of me because I will not be that person with the bonfires. Mosquitoes like to eat me no matter. I could be like spray painted and off. And they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna bite your eyeball." I don't know. And then I get really weird reactions, like welts and stuff like that from mosquitoes. So I don't know. I like summer rains. Yeah. I actually like watching storms. Um our house runs like a well-oiled lake, so if it's really thundering and lightning and the thunder sounds are really close, we'll be just like turn off any extra light, but I'll open up the windows. I like seeing the show. Like I've kind of wanted to go to see when they make the sea glass when they have the thunder. I mean the poles to get it. I want to see that so bad, but I can see Kendall like, no, you won't go into the bear cave. But yeah. I think Florida's gorgeous. It's just the animals. Yeah, see, no. The fact no, see, like, no. No. That when I moved out here, that was my biggest fear. I know we have just, like, there is black snakes and there's a black cottonmouth snake that are present out here, and we have the Atler. Because of all the lakes in Colombia being man-made, there's not really a lot. There are turtles. Like, if you in some of my photos, you can see, like, turtles or, I've never seen a lizard actually because everything's man-made in my area. Now, when I go out of my man-made area, I'm like, I don't want to do anything because of snakes. I'm good. Thank you, Jenny. It does help the channel grow. So yeah, I'm going to head off because I'm going to finish my coffee before it gets lukewarm. And then hope Faith is like, you didn't finish my coffee? And I'm going to cut out my pattern pieces to my bookish tote. And hopefully I can finish this within 2 hours and then film another one. But I'm really excited to put my Battlestar Galactica patch on there. And I will tell you tomorrow how I liked the 400 dinner, the 400 weight waterproof canvas that I got from Emmeline Bag. They had it in different colors. This is smooth. This is like slippery on this side. Hold on, let me just check the right. If there's a right. Wow. Okay. So the side this is the right side. It is very slippery, and the wrong side is very visible. I'll show you. It's super shiny. So that's the matte side and that's the shiny side. But this is a slippery little thing. So I will to let you know how that works out tomorrow. I wanted to try something that's thinner. Wait. So I will talk to you all mañana. I hope everybody has a really good Wednesday. Okay? Happy sewing, guys. Bye.